Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a subject that many men tries to avoid, and that is men and marriage from a biblical lens. Because truth be told, marriage isn't just about romance, it's a covenant, a calling, and a test of character. First, let's look at God's design for men in marriage. Scripture says in Ephesians 5:25 to 28, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." My brothers, God didn't design marriage for selfish men. He designed it for servant-hearted men, those who are willing to lay down their ego, time, and desires to love like Jesus does. If you are not willing to sacrifice, then you're not ready for marriage. If you can't put her needs before yours, you'll only make her life miserable. Marriage is not a throne, it's a towel. Secondly, as husbands, you are called to live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor so your prayers may not be hindered. 1 Peter 3:7, God ties a man's spiritual life to how he treats his wife. So, if you can't protect her from emotional, spiritual, or even family harm, then you're not husband material. Many the mistake that being a provider is all about financial aspects, but being a provider isn't just financial. It's much more than that. A true husband provides peace, emotional safety, and godly leadership. And what about presence? It matters. A man who is absent in spirit is as damaging as one absent in body. As husbands, you are called to be tolerant and forgiving. So ask yourself, can I handle her flaws with patience? Can I forgive like Christ forgave me? Or do you flare up in anger when things don't go your way? Marriage will test your temper, your pride, your selfishness. If you can't tolerate, accommodate, and forgive, you're not ready to lead a home. Colossians 3:13 reminds us that, as husbands, we should bear with one another, forgive as the Lord forgave us. If you are not willing to forgive and tolerate your future wife, then take Paul's advice in 1 Corinthians 7, which tells us that some are called to singleness for greater devotion to God, but some should stay single simply because they're not willing to grow up. Brothers, don't drag a woman into your chaos if you're not ready to lead her in. Brothers, marriage is beautiful, but it's not for the immature. If you want to be a godly husband, then start preparing now in your heart, in your walk with God, and your character. Psalm 139:23. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Before you put a ring on her finger, ask God to put responsibility in your heart. And remember, marriage isn't for boys. It's for men, godly men. If this message challenged or encouraged you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's together raise a generation of men who are not afraid to love sacrificially. Until next time, stay grounded, stay godly, and stay growing. Thanks for listening.